Hey guys, sorry I haven't uploaded in a while. I've kind of been neglecting this channel a bit. Things got in the way. Bit of schoolwork, bit of everything else. I've got some stuff that goes on in the background. This isn't really a main channel. I don't really consider this like something that I strive for big. If it does, like, you know, it's whatever. But yeah, it's just kind of thing that I do, and I've been kind of loosely monitoring the videos, and I saw that one of them, my second video that I've uploaded, blew up for, compared to the other two, 300 views. I want to say thanks, firstly, and I just kind of hope, oh well, I kind of know that I got a few subscribers from that, and for those 20-something people that are now subscribed, thanks, and hope to be able to talk to you lads. But tonight I just wanted to talk about mainly burnout, because God, that's a big part of my life now. It's massive. I'm obviously in my other videos, well, if you're new, I'm a year 12 student. My exams slowly approaching at the end of the month, and study time has been the main part, and practice exams and all the stuff that you do getting ready for the main exam. That's what you start doing. And that's what I've been focusing on. But Jesus Christ, it's quite a challenge studying things that you don't want to study or don't know how to study. Personally, I don't like mathematics. And you know what, a lot of people say that, but I think I just don't like it just because sometimes I don't get the material, or sometimes just the stuff that I think it's going to correlate doesn't really correlate, but that's besides the issue. Again, main thing I want to talk about is burnout. And God, I've been burnt out for a while. Just chronically burnt. It has been a massive thing. Like, I've just been lying in bed just trying to figure out, do I just study today or do I take a break? And then that's a whole rabbit hole that a lot of people go down. Are the people resting? Like, should you be resting if no one else is studying? If no one else is? You start comparing yourself to people. And that's obviously not a great thing to do. So you start just going down a rabbit hole of just not feeling it. It's like you're depressed, just on a different level though. Whether that's more or less, it's person to person, case by case basis, but it's all the same. It still sucks. Burnout is not a great feeling for anybody. And obviously, you're going to feel that at least once throughout your life. You're just going to go, I've been working a lot, and I don't want to work this much. And I've been feeling not great about working as much as I have been, whether I have to or not. And your body's just going to go, alright, I'm checking out. And you're just going to feel tired, and you're just going to feel perhaps depressed. And it's not the funnest thing in the world. And usually I have some things to say about it. But today I don't. Burnout's one of those things that you don't have a all-round fix for. You're just kind of like, I gotta live with that. And I could be wrong. I personally haven't found anything that is very good for going about trying to get yourself reignited, besides the fact of just reignition from some rest. And that's when you're burnt out, that's the least of your problems, especially in an inconvenient time to be burnt out. Like right now, I'm a bit burnt out studying for exams, and I have to study for exams. Like this is the next step to the rest of my life. Like going to uni next year, and I need some grades to go to the uni. Hey, look, please accept me. I'd love to go to your university. Please accept me, and I've got some grades to prove I'm also a good student. And it's really hard to think, oh, I'm gonna get these awesome grades, unless you're delusional if you're burnt out. It's like, oh, I'm not doing anything. I'm like a bit screwed here, a bit fucked. Pardon me, I'm a bit sick, and I think that's kind of contributed to it. It was awful. I woke up after my first practice exam and realized I have the flu. And like my whole abdomen hurt, like I'd just been done crunching at the gym, which I hadn't. I had just woken up in the morning after an English exam the previous day, and work. That was it. And I missed out on quite a few, actually no, all of them except one of my exams, and kind of regret that. Because frankly, I would have loved to seen what's on the math exam and what's on. I actually didn't miss another one because that got rescheduled. I forgot about it, but yeah, it's really hard being burnt out, and I say a lot of obvious shit all the time, which I probably don't have to tell you. I'm gonna tell myself just to make sure I don't go bloody insane. So I just decide to not give up, but just take a rest for a little bit and just get well. And being sick combined with burnout, you get this overwhelming feeling of just, I really badly need to do something, really badly, really badly, like right now, and you can't. You're in no shape of doing anything. You're in no shape of figuring out what to do. And again, this is one of those videos where I don't have an answer for how I'm going to solve this, how you could solve it. I'm just kind of, it's one of those videos where I'm just venting into the wind. And that's what this channel's all about. I'd love to create a community, but with this type of stuff, it's not the stuff that you do really create a community that well. But yeah, I'm gonna say this so many times in the video, being burnt out's hard, and there's nothing that you can do except take a deep rest and just get over it eventually. You're gonna overcome that shit eventually, but it takes time. And God, we are such impatient people. We are such impatient species. We want stuff like immediately. We want results now. And there's some patient people, but everyone's patience runs thin eventually. And again, eventually is one of those words that I'll be using a bunch. I do this unscripted. I do this completely unscripted. I want to preface that. I think I've said that before. Again, I haven't uploaded in a while. I think I'll be pushing this video out tonight, but you know, it's whatever. I've decided tomorrow I'm going to get back on studying, but another 400 pages of maths textbook and rewatching 2 movies about 40 times and perhaps rereading a book doesn't sound like something I want to do right now, but something I have to do. And you know, it's something that you white knuckle bear for the betterment of yourself. I feel like it's really hard to get burnt out on stuff you love. And I'm not a big lover for school. I'm not going to say that I hate it. I don't think I've ever really hated school, maybe besides prep, but that's like, you know, everyone kind of was like, oh my god, I actually have to do work now, what the hell? I don't get to sit home and watch SpongeBob all the time, what the fuck? I didn't sign up for this shit. I was promised graham crackers and some bloody OJ, and those needs are not being met right now, and I'm pretty bloody upset at these lack of cookies and graham crackers and milk and OJ and all the stuff that I want, because it is currently not being met. But school is probably where you're going to get burnt out the most. There's definitely some people that get burnt out at work, and that's depending on where you work, and all the if you love where you work, you won't work, or if you love what you do, you won't work a day in your life, kind of thing. And school is something that a lot of people go through, basically everyone, and you'll progressively figure out, oh, this format is not built for me. And God, with a lot of boys, it's becoming increasingly obvious. There's a really big popular thing where people say that school's not really built for men, for boys, because we just kind of want to get out and be actively productive, not because the productivity that we see in school is way different to what a boy would see as productive. And you know, those people find what they need to do, whether it's going into a trade or figuring out whatever they want to do with their life. And I think I kind of fit into that as well, frankly. I really hate doing stuff where there is no production, there is no product outcome. And that's why I love doing all my media and graphic design classes, because at the end of the day, I'm getting something. I'm going to be able to physically hold something, or I'm going to be able to physically see, like, look, I made this. I made a short film. I made a deck of cards, and I say those because I did actually make those. And I made 3 short films, and only one of them is like I consider legitimate. And after all those, I never got burnt out, and now it's a full descent into burning the candle's wick until you're kind of running low on matches. And that's because of a lot of it I'm not enjoying anymore, or just have never enjoyed. One of my classes is my vet class. Seriously, I've lost so much interest in it just because of the stuff that we are doing. It is similar to my media class, which is the class I actually like the most. But it's has not turned out how I wanted it to be. Like, it's kind of just decreased into this, it's kind of turned out like other classes, or it's kind of just disintegrated into this massive, this is not enjoyable anymore. And but with my media class, kind of show up and go, sick, I'm gonna do something today. I'm gonna write a shot list, or I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do with my equipment, maybe write some stuff.
Sure you brought plenty of ammo.
With my other class, it's like, yeah. And I really wish that the final year of your schooling, your year 12 schooling, I wish instead of having just a format of you get 5 classes, you study all those classes, and you're expected to pass or get good grades in most of those classes, and you have to study all those simultaneously. In uni, you have, I think it's up to 3, depending on how many credits you want, when you do graduate, but I think it's only 2. And that is a really good format because you just study what you like, but also it's very disconnected. It's like, okay, today, introduce a topic, explain it, maybe do a bit of questionnaire stuff, and you leave, and you start doing it, which is like, that's like the definition of being proactive. But I feel like that kind of invites burnout as well, just because it's like, okay, I get to go home now, and home is no longer that place where I get to chill. Home is now the place where I gotta start studying the hard stuff for uni. And it's bloody crazy. And I wish there was like this perfect school that would just like cater to my needs. But there's gonna be a lot of schools that either don't fit that description for one reason or another, or just maybe it's all schools, all credible schools. When I was looking at universities, I did look at one uni that I thought, oh my god, this is perfect. They cater to filmmakers, and this is incredible. Like you could say it was a film school, but it was actually a school for audio engineering. And but they branched out into other stuff like acting and film work, cinematography, all that. But after I looked into it a bit more, they were like, we don't really care about the ATAR. And I thought that was a bit of a cop-out. And it was like, if they don't care about the ATAR, how good is that going to look on a resume when I bring it to my employer and go, I graduated from here, but the standard to get in there is really low. And obviously there's portfolios and etc, etc, etc. But it's a bit of a risk to go in there, and it's also a private university, so it's expensive as shit. I'm talking like 60k full round, like on my base. I do not want that much hex debt. That is fucking crazy. One of my mates is going into uni, and he's gonna have something like $150,000 of hex debt when he's done, and he's going into a science degree and going into a science job. But fuck that. Fuck that. That is insane. I'm surprised how he doesn't get burnt out. And frankly, I do think he gets burnt out, but doesn't take it the way that other people would, or at least how I would. Because he's kind of just, lately, he's kind of just pulled away from a lot of stuff and people. And it's kind of evident that something's wrong, but people don't really want to open up sometimes, and that's alright. Pushing is kind of counterintuitive to finding out the issue, because eventually they're just going to go so invasive, and kind of RP by introducing the thing of you have to tell me because I care about you. Making people have to do something, like putting them in a position where instead of I want you, it's you have to, is such a it's such a different mindset for people, and God, I can relate, because it's no longer your decision, it's their decision, and you feel kind of like, hey, why am I listening to them? I don't really see how they have correlation to what I should be doing, and they will just not like you after that if they perceive you to make them forced to do something. So checking in on people who are burnt out, or that don't want to say anything counterintuitive, and checking in on people who are burnt out, it's already kind of a hard place. How are you going to comfort them? It's like, I've just listened to 14 hours of audiobooks, and I haven't even done half my maths textbook. And it's, you'll get through it. Oh, yeah. That's like all you can say, but it's not enough. Headshot. It can be for some people, but for a lot of people it's like, yeah, I'll get through it, but I don't want to go through it. I guess not something I actively, currently seek to finish, but I have to. one day I really hope that all this stuff pays off. But the real brutality of life is that you're never gonna know until that kind of happens. And then sometimes it will never happen, and you'll switch pathways and you'll switch degrees, and you'll go, maybe that wasn't the outcome for me, maybe that wasn't my destiny, wasn't in God's plan, wasn't in Allah, wasn't in any God's plan, or maybe I was just not cut out for it. Either or, it's just not how it turned out. And sometimes that's okay. You're gonna have to take some L's sometimes. No one ever just wins, and people say, oh, it'd be boring if you just won. It would be, but that just kind of puts a damper on your situation. It kind of just devalues the situation, like, oh, if you didn't always win, then life would be boring. And you wouldn't develop as a character. No one can character from it now. But, like, can I maybe get some peace of mind? Maybe get something more than just, you know, something, you'll do good, and you should take this out because it's good for me. Take your lumps. I remember when I was a kid, and I would think like, oh, what do I want to do when I'm older? At one point, it was animal handler. I was like, I want to work at a zoo, which is funny because one of the people that I used to talk to really wanted to be an animal handler. I was currently trying to be an animal handler. I can't really remember. I haven't talked to them in ages. But it's then it changed to I want to be an animator, which was the biggest regret of my life saying that, because then I did some animation stuff for my vet class, and holy shit, that was the most terrible thing that I've ever done in my entire fucking life. I hate animation. It is so shit. I do frame by frame animation and editing, but that's different because it doesn't need so much fucking detail, and I don't need to worry about lip syncing and stuff unless I do, which I'm gonna probably not ever do that or put myself in a situation where I'm gonna need to do that ever in my life. And then I wanted to be a photographer at one point. And then another point in my life, I wanted to be a, what is it called? Marine biologist, I think. Yeah, I wanted to be a marine biologist. Which I'm not smart enough for that. I've got a mate who's doing something similar to marine biology. I can't remember exactly what it's called that he wants to do, but he wants to go work on the Great Barrier Reef, and he's moving to Queensland next year, which is like good for him. Moving up in the world, and I hope he gets it, and I'll definitely be seeing him in the bar when I go to Queensland next year. Well, I hope I do, because I might need to pay for my own ticket then, and that's kind of bit of out-of-pocket money.
The enemies never stood a chance.
But eventually, I didn't know what I wanted to be for years. I didn't think about it. I was like, I don't know what I want to do when I'm older. And then year 9, I eventually kind of settled into wanting to be a voice actor, and I gave that up because the people who do it, or not the people who do it, I mean, there's some cool people who do it, but a lot of the amateurs are Discord mods, and
Get ready to get locked.
I got out of there quick. That was a very poor choice to decide, yes, I wanna do that in my life. I gave that up very quickly. And then I wanted to be a
Ultimate rage.
graphic designer, and I was like, oh, that could be cool. Had some ideas about it in year 11, and that was kind of the ones that I was kind of more headstrong about. I was like, I'm probably going to do this when I'm older. Like, I'm full set on doing this, but I kind of decided maybe this stuff isn't for me just because it's more freelance, and I'd rather more structured kind of thing, and not going off paychecks from jobs instead of a salary. Just because with a salary, you're kind of like, okay, I'm gonna get this money, and I don't got to worry about the stuff. I don't have to worry about other variables, whether there's not enough opportunities around here. And for my year 11 business, I did a whole, I think 30-page document on a business called Creatrocity, which I think still could work. And I actually really like the name Creatrocity because I thought it was a really creative name, because it's like create and atrocity, and it was I thought it was a good idea. But then I kind of switched because I realized, I already said that, but money was probably going to be an issue. And then I kind of settled on something in the film industry, and I saw sound design and sound engineers get paid shitloads, so I switched to that. And now I'm going to do a Bachelor of Communications, which is insane how much I've changed what I've wanted to do. And also I've realized that basically from the minute that I started wanting to go into jobs, or like having a dream job, I've realized that related, which is, yeah, very on par for me, but I digress. The point of why I brought that up was just because I don't even remember why I brought it up. I rant so much on this channel, but I'm just gonna go with the flow and just say, like, I guess your outview on life's gonna change a lot, and you kind of form your own destiny in a way, and you decide how much work you want to put into getting that dream job, or going to that dream university, or just getting anywhere in life. You kind of choose, and the barriers that you have to overcome are going to be massive at every turn. There's going to be a barrier, and everyone has them. It's not just because you picked a hard situation. It's everyone's like that. And eventually you're going to go, maybe I need a break, and you decide to have that break, and it's okay to have that break. And with burnout, it's something that I'm gonna have to learn to struggle with, because no matter how much you tell yourself that it's okay to have burnout, at the end of the day, I'm gonna try to stop saying at the end of the day, because I've said it too much in the videos that I've uploaded. But when it comes to it, it's okay, but no one ever thinks it is for themselves, because we're too hard on ourselves. We're our own worst critics. And I think that's, in a way, good, because we're really good at criticizing ourselves, and we're really good at pushing ourselves for things that we love. But it's, yeah, burnout is hard, and frankly, I hope you don't have to deal with it, but I know you will, and you're gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine, and I pray to God I get that ATAR that I need. I get that grade for college that I need, and I hope you all are doing good. I hope you all are doing fine, and yeah, I'm probably going to end the video here, because I think I've been rambling for like 45 minutes or something. I've at least been going for half an hour. And
our protagonist dominates as always.
I think, what should I end this off with? I really should find a way to structure these videos better, except for just, hey, can we talk about? But, I think I should just end this with, we're gonna be fine. You and me, and you, and you, and you, and, that guy called Jim in the very back. Yeah, you're gonna be fine, too.
Prepare for major ponage.
Maybe not Jim. No, I'm kidding. But it's a ways in life, and we all have a ways in life to go, unless you're like 85 watching this video, which, good on you for being active in the YouTube presence. You're probably very confused on a lot of things.
Headshot.
But I doubt it. I don't look at my channel analytics. I don't even think I have access to it. But yeah, thank you again for 300 views on that video. That was, like, that was sick. I didn't realize that that video would have got pushed that much. And I'm not gonna milk that topic, because I know why it got pushed. It's because a lot of people relate to being weird, and I don't wanna milk for views. So I'm not gonna push. I'm not gonna specifically push for being weird content. I'm probably gonna mention it every now and again, or if I feel like revisiting it, I will. But I'm not gonna milk it. I don't wanna be one of those guys that's like, oh my god, I found a thing, I need to milk it as much as I can. So yeah, thank you for all that. I hope that the 300 people that watched were kind of touched by it. And yeah, that's kind of it. Yeah, so